welcome back. I've been looking at this Portugal beach sunset picture, and although I was kind of happy with it was something groundbreaking for me to do such a detailed seascape, there's been an area that's just been bugging me over here, looking at the red, purple in the sky here, and feeling that I want to mirror that down in the wet beach just by the shoreline. And then I think that that will help me to kind of accept the painting a bit better, be a bit more happy about it. So what I'm going to do is just wet this area with a clean Ron Ranson's small hake by Pro Art. And knowing Ron Ranson, it's going to put about 25 goat's hairs all over the picture that will just annoy me. But anyway, here we go. What it might do, there's a risk that it'll make these lines a little less distinct. But the thing about the goat's hair brush is that it does let you just sort of skim over the underlying paint. So I'm just dropping this in, and then I'm going to just squeeze out a tiny bit of water, and I'm going into pure alizarin crimson, and then on this one here I'm gonna look at that. My brush is like quite almost dry here. I can actually squirt a bit on it there, and just a tiny bit of, make it a bit more purple maybe. There. And that's about it. I'm just looking sideways at it and thinking, okay, here we go. Just angling my brush ever so slightly, and I'll just tip it. My dire prophecy about the Ron Ranson goat's hairs going all over the painting has proved false. So there we have it. Then that should just dry. And yeah, just I'm sitting back from that, looking at it, thinking maybe that's just about what I was after. I'm going to actually pre-wet another hake so that I could drop in a little bit more along the shoreline. And I'm just going to take some of that out. Not sure I should have done that. And then just drop this in again. Just a little bit here that I'll blend out there. And I think that it's kind of, it's never completely perfect. I might go in slightly purpler. Just a tad more in here. There we go, and it's just kind of mirrored a bit more what we see in the sky there. And I'm going to back away from the painting and not do any more fiddling in there. I think that when I've been staring at this painting, it was eating away at me that I wanted to do this. I felt like as your eye travelled round, it was kind of imbalanced in this area, and your eye wants to scoot off the edge of the paper, and this kind of just brings you back a little bit. I just wonder about this area here too. I just want a little touch in there as well. And I didn't like that, so I'm just gonna take some of it out. I'm gonna get rid of what I just did there. Sometimes you just got to try and find out if it works or not. I'm also still debating about the UFO up in the sky, which was this bit of dried yellow ochre paint, and I'm thinking I am actually going to just for the sake of it and just for YouTube, I'm going to try and shoot down the UFO and get rid of it. Now, what you can do normally is just wet the paper with clear water, pure clear water, no other pigment in it, and that reactivates the paint, and then you just dab it with some paper towel. So I'm just gonna just brush this on. Even as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, ew, is this a good idea, Mr. Vine? Here we go. I'm just putting it on there. I'm trying to keep it very local. Just leave it a second and then I'm going to do that. It's reduced it a little bit, but whether it's wrecked it overall, I'm not sure. I'm just going to actually look at it through the camera. I can still see it through the viewfinder of the camera. So I'm just going to give it one more little shot. Just dabbing directly down onto it and not smudging or anything. And it's the same with the when I do the paper towel on it. I'm trying not to touch anything else. Bang. Be gone, UFO. Unwanted flying object. And it's pulled some of it out of the sky as well. Again, that's not bad. That's better than I'd imagined it would go. And I shall probably leave it at that, because if I take more off that bit of pigment, then it's going to affect the surrounding gradation of the colours all around it, and it's going to look a bit odd. So there we have it. This area in the sea is going to dry a little bit lighter. It's still slightly wet, but I'm kind of happy that I did it. and I'm also happy about shooting down that UFO. And yeah, I'm going to call this one kind of finished until next time I get bugged about it and I decide to do something else. But generally, you should just, when you think you've finished it, just walk away from it. And if it was a failure, just call it a failure, but it gave you the experience of painting it at least. So there we have it. It's the pitfalls, it's the ups and downs of watercolour. And I'd say probably I love this painting a little bit more on the love-hate scale. Yeah, maybe 75% love now and 25% hate. That's not bad. So there we have it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.